As Elon Musk would say, we've got a full RUD event on our hands. Exciting day. RUD. Capital R, capital U, capital D. RUD. Thanks to several Reddit users for suggesting this acronym for Engineering Word of the Day, including users I've Been Further Even and Red Writing Hood. They suggested RUD because it's a fancy way of saying an explosion. That's what an RUD is. It's basically an explosion. And it stands for Rapid Unscheduled Disassembly. Officially. Or unofficially. I'm not sure how to describe it as official or unofficial because it's not a real technical engineering word. It's a fake, slang, funny acronym to describe an explosion. And the reason why I can't give an official acronym is because there are variations to it. If you look it up, other people will say that RUD stands for maybe rapid uncontrolled disassembly, rapid unanticipated disassembly. The consistent part of it is rapid. We're talking about something happening quickly. And then the idea of something not going as planned, unscheduled, unplanned, unintentional, unanticipated. And then the D is usually disassembly. I've read from another Reddit user that it could be demolition. But same idea, stuff is falling apart. In any case, an RUD sounds so formal and technical and may have many specific variations, but ultimately, it's a fancy way of describing an explosion. It's also got different colors to its meaning. For example, it's used more often in the aerospace engineering industry as opposed to other engineering industries. This slang is more common for rocketry and aeronautical stuff and planes and everything. And one example of that is how Elon Musk has used and popularized RUD as a phrase or as an acronym. Elon Musk is the founder of SpaceX, and SpaceX is that private rocketry business. And plenty of his prototypes have famously RUD'd or suffered an RUD event when they tried to land or something. And it makes sense to me that SpaceX or the aerospace industry in general would have a phrase, a funny phrase for these types of explosions, because in what other industry would you have so many explosions? If something happens a lot, you usually create a word or a term for it. And in this case, in aerospace, yeah, things might disassemble suddenly without warning. The acronym RUD also has this emotional quality to it. It's slang. You're making a joke. You're trying to lighten the mood a little bit. When Elon Musk tweets about his prototypes exploding, there's probably a little bit of embarrassment about that, or a little bit of trying to downplay what's happening. I mean, nobody gets hurt in those situations. And so then he's allowed to make a small joke about it. He's allowed to be embarrassed about it. Maybe he should be embarrassed about it or have a little bit of shame. And so then he can use that acronym, RUD. So RUD also means something that explodes or disassembles. And also maybe you should be a little bit embarrassed about it. And maybe you're trying to mitigate the emotional qualities attached to it. Elon Musk and SpaceX did not originate the acronym RUD. The Guardian newspaper did some investigations, and they found that the video game Kerbal Space Program also is associated with RUD before Elon Musk tweeted about RUDs and everything. And the Kerbal Space Program is a space simulation where you build spacecraft and you fly them. And in the forums for that video game, people wrote about unintended explosions, or RUDs. And before that, it seems that the aerospace industry picked up RUD, or the idea of an RUD, from the military. According to Stack Exchange, that website where people can bring their own opinions and experiences to share with others. So on Stack Exchange, someone says that back around the 1970s, the Navy used the phrase rapid unintentional disassembly when a gun broke apart upon misuse. And then someone else wrote that in the Navy, RUD was used when describing an engine losing a fan blade unintentionally, and that would be pretty bad as well. Another person on Stack Exchange said that when they started at the aerospace manufacturer McDonnell Douglas in 1977, there was a term they used called RUDE, R-U-D-E, which stood for Rapid Unplanned Disassembly Event. That makes sense. So if you ran into a RUDE, that was bad. Now that you know the military and the aerospace engineering industry and Elon Musk are all popularizing this piece of slang, are you going to notice it more? Do you recognize when things are just rapidly blowing up or falling apart and breaking unintentionally? Well, now we've got an acronym for it. RUD is our engineering acronym of the day. Hey, this is Pius, host of the Engineering Word of the Day podcast. Thank you so much for listening. And if you like what I do, please send me some support. You can support me on Patreon. That's patreon.com/PiosLabs, P-I-O-S-L-A-B-S, and donate $1 to tell me that you're listening. Now go prevent some RUDs from happening.